Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the final part of the ERS 12 Hours of Bathurst 2023. Let me just find out why I can't hear the party. Did I not join it? No, I didn't. I will join it now.
This is the next one. And here comes my super special friend, Richard. How are you doing, buddy?
Oh, good evening, buddy. Yes, all good here. Ready to rock and roll?
Okay, because Gecko Racer is coming in as we speak.
And he will be handing over to... Where will he be handing over? That will be Philo again. Philo taking the final stint for the Art Racing Asylum guys. Get some race information up ready for these guys to come in.
Certainly, to be fair, Gecko certainly made it very easy for Philo to see this race out, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's had two very good stints as Gecko Racer.
And he's standing still. Here we go. And then he will have to wait a good 3 minutes or something like that. Oh, and Ready to Race has some penalty.
And he
has one more lap to do. Pony is real quiet again. You guys have something on your ears, I guess, because everyone is quiet. In your opinion, for me,
maybe you're just really loud.
Yeah, maybe.
Yep, that is a possibility. He is normally pretty loud.
Let me be loud then.
Turn the gain up on the mic a little, see if that helps.
Chupe came out of the pits with his medium tire, so in his last lap he will do a medium tire then. That was a tricky thing. We are Ready to Race going for his last lap.
Don't know.
And where is Lucas? Lucas is going for lap 56 now.
Good job by Lucas.
Yeah, excellent job.
And this one's for you, Chronic.
The sound of happiness.
Certainly the sound of happiness.
Absolutely impeccable, because my son, he plays Rocket League for his university, and his university team are just about to have their final qualifier match for the University Esports European Masters. So they win this and they're off to disappear off somewhere in Europe to go and play the best universities across the whole of Europe. So the timing is impeccable. We'll get to watch him play Rocket League.
Awesome.
And to be fair, they've been absolutely the two games they did earlier between sort of 1 and 3, absolutely devastating. They scored 9 and let in 2 over 3 matches.
You need another teammate? I can give you one. He's called Chucky. GTSV Chucky.
Chucky can't be good at driving and Rocket League. That's not fair.
No, he can't. And he isn't.
That's what I was going to say.
Here comes Ready to Race. Getting ready for the pit stop and driver swap.
He will be handing it over to Roadrunner Jr. for his second stint of the day.
Okay, getting in now. This always takes so long.
00, that takes me back.
He's standing still.
And changing tyres.
By the way.
And we have 2 cars on track. Excellent. It's almost a race.
Almost. Well, the gap that big.
Only 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Still 2 hours to go.
Half a track distance is CLR Chupe with the BMW. Number 22, the number of the feast. Or something like that.
He will be handing it over to our stint 2 streamer Jaeger.
Okay.
I'm just coming down Conrod for the last time. And that'll be followed by, not too far behind, by Lucas, who will have the fastest lap under his belt.
Yeah.
Nice job by Lucas. He'll be handing it over to Bert Hoban again. Bert's second stint.
Phenomenal performance actually from Lucas. It's been, for me, I mean, Gecko aside, because Gecko's been obviously phenomenal, but I think Lucas is probably for me the standout driver of this thing.
Good job by Yupe. Jaeger itching to go.
And he's in. And let's look at Lucas going to the last corners.
Jaeger
He
away.
still needs one more lap to do.
Where is Bert? He is currently.
No, Lucas, you're going in too soon. Oh, he has to. He has no more fuel. Oh no!
It's got to put one
Oh no!
fuel in.
Oh no!
It's all gone horribly hot. I mean, to be fair, I think the only saving grace here is that our guy Stormfly is still a couple of laps back from Lucas, but it's a significant amount of that gap is going to be made up now, isn't it?
Well, it's going to be at least 20 seconds, Odd.
At least. Oh. Ah, he needs mediums too. Okay, he needs mediums.
Ah, yeah, so it was planned all along.
Okay. Thanks, team captain. I was getting a little heart attack. I was already into conspiracy. That's because he's Dutch.
Philo getting up to pace already at 2:01 flat. And now we'll see a lot more from him. He did a 1:59.6 earlier.
See, Stormfly is chasing DC team. On P6, we got Shane. Jump back to my friend Lucas. He's in the mountain. Yeah, no harm done. Last guy is Schecter. He's still in 10th position. On 9 we got Bandit. 48 seconds in front of him. We got GP. GP is 18 seconds and back of DC team. There's Lucas. Lucas on a big straight.
There's still a fair amount of racing gone. There's still a good 4 or 5 laps for some of these drivers. So still some potential for it all to go horribly wrong.
Hopefully not for Lucas now, though, as he's only got the chase to really cope with at Murray Corner. Well, I don't even have Murray Corner because he'll be in the pits.
Yeah, he's in now. Going in.
Kind of Murray light, shall we call it?
Almost pinned it at the pit, but great job from GTSV team. Good job, guys, so far. Even Geronimo, he did also a good job. Even though you bent it like 10 times, did a great job.
So Stormfly now at 56 to a couple of laps.
GTSV still. Stormfly still needs to do 2 more laps after this one.
Bert Hoban out of the pits.
Just starting at 56. It's 1 minute 21 between. I mean, that's a good gap. And as a teammate coming in, you've got to be pretty pleased that you've got that kind of gap behind, because then your only focus is the guys in front.
Yeah. True story.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big gap in front. It's a very big gap in front. But at least you haven't got that concern if you've got to get up to speed really quickly because you've got someone right on you chasing you down.
There will be Rosie's out next, taking over.
It will be.
For the Black Flag guys.
3 seconds stint.
Looking extra shiny, that livery.
It is very, very shiny. We want it to be like, you know, if you ever do a sticker book for ERF, we want it to be the shiny one.
You absolutely are. We're definitely the shiny. So we've still got a couple of laps before he's in, haven't we, I think?
Yeah, he's lap 57.
DC has some damage.
Has he fallen over again?
Philo looks like he's taking his time getting up to pace this time. 2 minute dead point 6, his quickest lap last time round. Roadrunner Junior. 3 minutes and
Pretty
19
fast,
seconds.
Do you think front runners now, Pony? Do you think there's going to be an element of playing it safe for the last 2 hours and not giving it those extra beams and going for those fast laps? Do you think there's going to be that element of, look, you know, we've got
Absolutely.
Let's absolutely just let's keep it in the 201s. Let's not do anything stupid.
Yeah, I think you'll find Philo will stay in the 2 minutes. I don't think you'll see him drop into the mid 59s like he did earlier. I think that's a risk he doesn't need to take.
Soon if you see that gap closing, you will respond.
But when it's a 3 minute and 20 second gap, maybe not.
No. Then you will wait.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it closes to 1 minute 20 seconds, then you might think about, okay, let's up the game a little bit.
Well, you've certainly got the chance that you can control that lead, can't you? So it's in your hands. Yeah, just play it as it comes. If somebody's going to catch that gap down, then they deserve to win.
Absolutely.
Last lap around for Stormfly.
And we'll have 5 cars on the track, woohoo. I think it all starts to come a little bit closer together then. I hope, Eddie.
Well, it's a minute and a half back to Shane. Then you've got 52 seconds to Bisonti from DCT. Then you've got quite a smaller gap. You've got 11 seconds to JP, 57 to Bendit, and then I think it's still another lap back to Shepard. Have we got anyone returning from disconnection?
Yes, we have got a few. Who have we got? I'm not sure who we've lost, to be honest with you. We do have Roxilla back for the RA team. We have got all the DC guys back, I believe. We have Welshie as well for the second MRL car, as we lost Bad Omen.
Is the bumping team still in?
Return from ART?
Let's have a quick flick through. Yes, we do have Websons for ART.
Awesome. Good to see them back. Shame they didn't get involved in this thing. My friends over at ART.
Yes, lovely looking livery of that as well on the McLaren.
Yeah,
Shane making the move on Bandit.
Made that look easy, did Shane?
Yeah.
It's not far bad it needs to have, so you know the easy thing to do is just let them go and get on with it really.
Who else have we got returning? So we have got the other McLaren. I think that's still there though, isn't it?
Yeah, Stormfly making his way to the pit now. In he goes.
So I didn't catch a stream from my boy, but they have won, so they're now into the University Esports Masters Finals somewhere in Europe in July.
Fabulous, fantastic.
Congratulations to Rome University. Hey.
Free beers for everyone.
Yeah, it was incredibly confusing watching Spin 3 and try and watch him play Rocket League at the same time.
Okay. Next up in about a minute and a half would be Shane.
Moses comes out just in front of Jaeger there. Nice to have 2 cars on screen at the same time. I will get rid of the names because we don't need them anymore.
We've been with them for 10 hours. If you don't know who they are by now, we never will.
Well, they keep bloody changing though, that's the problem. Can't we just stick with one driver for 12 hours? That'd be great. Just have toilet breaks, that's all. Yeah, that's all we need.
allowed them. You've got to firm it. See how long you can hold on.
Then you guys started talking about AC or ACC, but that's boring. It's always the same.
I think I do like the lobby system in ACC, and the fact that you have to kind of pay and have something separate, because when you start to pay for something, there is an expectation that it works properly.
B6 is in.
Which is why I think that'd be good if it was brought into GT7, because then PD are under obligation to provide something that works.
Yeah.
When you're paying nearly £90 for a game on launch, I think it should bloody work anyway.
Yeah.
I completely agree with you. Completely agree. But they save
still.
money now, don't they, on testers by getting us to be those testers.
That B7 will be there shortly. He's on the big straight. DC team number 9.
Through the chase for the last time, and then he can breathe a sigh of relief and go and shake the cramp out of the legs.
Then we have 21 seconds for GP entering. Then you will have proper race, Richard.
Awesome. We do have Kiko El Rapido heading out onto track in the number 9 DC team Porsche. I think he may have jumped the gun because he's had to stop and wait.
DC is standing still now. Okay, GP entered as well.
Next up, Bandit. He's just coming out of the mountain section now. Round onto Conrod for the last time.
Okay, GP standing still. Looking at Bandit.
Roxilla exiting the pits.
Scheckter is just starting his last lap as well. We're getting there. It's a very long handover. Talk amongst yourselves, people.
And it will be Star.
Oh, and he's off. Bandit is off. Oh, why?
Like 2 more corners to one more corner, Bandit. That was it. As he makes his way to the pits. Hey.
Yep. He's in.
Star Group changing his tyres.
Go on, Wiggy, the machine.
And he is away.
And he is too fast because Bandit is not standing still. He's standing still now. And then the last guy, Scheckter. So Richard, I'm gonna make me some food and I will join you in a little hour, something like that.
Yeah, no worries, pal. I will be here, take it over.
I will be looking at the stream. If I see a disconnection, I will hop into the lobby.
And there is room anyway, there is only 13 guys in here, so plenty of room, mate.
Okay. I will hop in and then I will join later.
Sounds good. I will keep an eye on everything that's going on here because we should have some racing to contend with soon, I hope.
Don't look too much at the GTSV team. Don't jinx us.
Absolutely. Let's jump straight to P4. We're hoping there.
That's what I thought you.
Here we go. Scheckter into the pits, ready for his handover, and we can all go and do. Well, just sit at the other end of the broadcasting thing while watching instead of talking.
Okay, guys, it was fun.
Yes, enjoy your food, and I will catch you all soon.
See you in about an hour.
As we wait for Toro to leave the pits.
Here we go, standing still now.
And then we are going to have to wait for everybody else. I think it is only 10 seconds, isn't it, before they have to go?
Yeah, 10 seconds.
We are waiting for Welsh, Great and Websons.
That's been emotional.
Hey, it's been
See
nice.
you soon, fellas.
Yep, take it easy and thanks for the support.
No worries, man. Enjoyed it.
I'm gonna shut the stream down, so bye-bye, guys. Thanks for
Take it easy,
watching.
buddy. What we do have Philo, he has got, it was a 3-minute 20-second lead at last check. We do seem to have lost the times again though now, with most people joining the track. Roadrunner Junior in second, yeah, there we can see a 3-minute 25-second gap between himself and Jaeger. Let me just get my stream up now, the other one is over. Sorry about this. Good afternoon, Evo. Well, brilliant drive, Evo. Really enjoyed them stints. And Clark, Ian Ray. And Sim League Pro as ever. And Stormfly. Welcome to the stream, guys. And Thomas, I've almost missed you, buddy. And there's more at the top. Don't want to miss anybody out. Mr. T, of course. And David DeVita. And Killbear and Upe. So we'll wait for these gaps to sort themselves out. Who was that a little bit wide there? It was the ART. Who was driving for them now? It was Watson's, wasn't it? Webson's, sorry. MP12, they are back here. You did get a little bit loose on entry to that corner there. Can we see that again, can we? Oh, yeah, just a little bit deep, but does catch it just in time. No harm, no foul. Who has got a 1.7 second lead over Mr. T, so it says here at the moment. But yes, Mr. T won't be leaving the pits. He is just there on safety car duty. Well, let's jump to P3. There we can see Jaeger. He has got Roses there, who is currently in P5 just behind him. Well, good to have everybody else back on track now. I'd be interested to see what our main Nick can do. The gap was 1 minute and 20 seconds in front of him. I can't see what it is currently. It's 1 minute 45, so that seemingly has gone up. I'm sure he will work on that with Nick's pace. But Roses himself is no slouch. But Nick instantly purple, which we expect nothing less from him. Though we do expect to see some quick times again this stint. Kiko in P7 for the DC team. Good to have the Porsche back with us now, and good to have liveries on the cars again as well. Had some strange issues today. Polyphony servers not really playing ball. But it's helped out some of the guys as we see Roxilla now up to P8. The end of stint one, these guys were dead rock bottom last. And with all the stuff going on around, if it's all played into their hands, so they're in a solid P8 now. 22 seconds in front of Star Groot and 45 behind Kiko. Star Groot in P9 in the BMW. Has got himself a 1 minute and 39 second lead over Toro. In turn has got a 41 second lead over Welshie. Not quite sure how these gaps at the back work and when people were released from the pits. There is a 35-second gap between them and a 42-second gap between P10 and 11 as well. So not a lot going on track at the moment. Hopefully things will tighten up slowly. Yes, we did have to get your R34 on the screen for a little bit there, Mr. T. Just because it was the closest battle on track. Roadrunner Junior looking really consistent there, running mid to low 201s. has got on the softs, unlike his dad, who did the extra long stint on the mediums. Both playing out slightly different strategies, but he has got 1 minute and 52 seconds over Jaeger in P3. And I think Jaeger does have about 3 minutes, yes, nearly 3 minutes. Exactly 3 minutes over Bert Hoban in P4 for GTSV. So a great recovery drive from these guys. And what can Bert Hoban do? Can he find that little bit of extra pace he has been lacking, which we know he has in his basket? So Rose in P5, how far is he behind Bert Hoban? He's a further 5 minutes back. A big drop there, but I think that is possibly due to a disconnect on one of the servers, if I'm right. RA Nick as well, suffering from a disconnect. That's put them nearly 1 minute and 43 seconds back from P5, and considering these guys were in the lead at the end of stint 3. But disconnections cannot be foreseen or remedied. It is just poor service, but we've seen very little lag this time, which is a good thing. But again, all of this has played into Philo's hands here for the Race Asylum guys. And we will mention the appeal one more time again. Hey, we are obviously doing a fundraiser for the victims of the Turkish and Syrian earthquakes. And anything you can give, the link is at the bottom of the stream. Please do. If you can, share it as well. Anything we can raise, it's also absolutely for a fantastic cause. These guys do need our help. So please, if you can give, please do. Let's have a little bit further down the order. Roxilla, we've had airtime with Roxilla. And then we have Stargroup in P8. Toro in P10. And then the most recent returnees from the disconnects in P11 and 12. Welshie, who we did lose Bad Omen in the last stint. And Websons. Which is a shame because they had made their way through the order because of the disconnects and so forth earlier on. The ARC team, and then they end up suffering one themselves. Philo's still currently with the fastest lap with that 2 minute 0.6. And like I say, with the lead he's got, I don't think he'll be pushing too hard. What's the point? It's just risk he doesn't need to take. At which point I see he is on purples and getting it all a little bit loose through the dipper. And up to Forest Elbow now. Before he smashed it down Comrade straight. Catching up to P12 there to lap him again. Amazing job did by Philo. Both stints he's run so far have been excellent. Webson's having a little moment there, but does allow Philo to pass cleanly. I don't know what that message was about. Something about somebody being in the lobby there leaving. Well, be able to leave anyway, because you shouldn't be in the lobby. I don't think. I'm not sure who you are, so maybe you are supposed to be here. Or possibly ignore me, but possibly don't. Oh, let's have a look at Jaeger, shall we, in P3 at the minute. Let's just bring up a little bit of info to see what everyone's done. Has anybody started on the mediums this time? Everyone's so far looking like they're running on the softs. I believe Bertober did start on the mediums last time and did a few laps and then got rid. He's decided to stick with the softs this time. Seems the entire grid so far has done. As we see Nick side by side. With the Black Flag Racing BMW. It's currently in P9 for Star Group. He's 22 seconds behind Roxilla, so we'll keep our eyes on that gap. I'm pretty sure it will come down. Well, Roxilla did seem to have some half decent pace earlier on. Star Group running 203s at the moment. He might be pushing into the 202 soon, as he did a 203 dead on lap 6. What's Roxilla doing? 203s as well. Perhaps that gap not going to be coming down too quick, but it has almost come down a second now I mentioned that. So the gap back to Welshie is down to 11 seconds. That was at 30 odd seconds at last check. So Welshie really piling on the pressure for P10. But the gap from P10 to P9 is huge, so it will be a big task to get any further up the field. And the gap opened up to 58 seconds between the 11 and 12 now. Welshie making good progress. And a decent disconnect recovery, I think, so far. I say, a shame there isn't longer. But no, it isn't. 12 hours has been enough. I see a 202.7 there from Welshie. His best lap of the lap race, even though it hasn't highlighted to say so. Webson's now a minute behind in P12. And 20 minutes behind the leader. Fortunately, we won't have to wait 20 minutes until the leaders finish, as it will just be counted how many laps you are behind. With Philo, he does improve, does a 2-minute flat, 0.375. So still not taking it that easy, but a 201.6 that time round. So is that taking it easy, or was that a slight error? I'm not sure. Let's see, Junior in P2 still running around in the 201s. Gap between himself and Philo in P1, 3 minutes and 31 seconds. GTSV, we have Gianni on the lead. GTSV is currently in P4, mate, with Bertoben. A good recovery drive from the GTSV guys, as they were right towards the back. I think they were P12 at the end of stint 1, maybe even further, I'm not sure, but yeah, good recovery drive. A few disconnects and incidents have helped them out, but it all counts. Let's quickly check back with Welshie, see if that gap's come down. It's come down to 7.8 seconds. We might actually get an overtake, guys. Please phone your family and friends and let them know. We've got 6.5 second gap now. As Toro does get it a little bit loose on exit there. Walshy bringing that gap down. Gap between himself and Webson's at over a minute now, 1 minute and 2 seconds. And under 6 seconds between himself and P10 Toro. As Toro gets it all a little bit wrong there, bouncing off the barriers. You have to watch out for them barriers, they'll only slow you down. Gap up to 25 seconds now between Star Groot and Roxilla. Roxilla done some pretty quick laps, it seems, in the last few laps. I managed to make a little bit of... I'll make the gap a little bit bigger between himself and Star Groot. It's up to over 20 feet, 25. As I'm making up words, but he has got 33 seconds between himself and Kiko in P7. For the remaining DC Team Porsche, the number 9 car. And we have Nick in P6. He's got 1 minute and 35 between himself and Roses. He has took 10 seconds out of that gap. More inconsistent mid 2 minutes now, and he's burnt off that little bit of fuel. Will be interested to see how much he can bring that gap down by. I mean, it is a long race, so if he can a couple of seconds a lap, he could actually challenge for P5 by the end of the race. And with Berthoven being 5 minutes in front of Roses, it's going to be a very, very big ass. I think you will be looking at a disconnect. Because Bert looking uber consistent now, 2022, 2022, 2024. Yeah, you get in P3. Again, looking consistent in the 202 flat there, lap 13 from him. Oh, looking comfortable. I say, yeah, you get another Race Asylum member. They do seem to have a lot of them here. And a hell of a lot of them are really bloody fast. Walshy has caught and passed Toro already and put 18 seconds into him. There was still 6 seconds last time we checked. And I think maybe he dove into the pits that lap, Toro. Did he have mediums on maybe? I didn't actually look, so... But yes, definitely. No, I think it may have been an incident. Gap's not consistent for that. As we see Rosie's there just behind Walshy. Come up to lap him again. Walshy has got how long between... It's 2 minutes between himself and Roxilla. Oh no, 24 seconds. Oh, that's between Star Groot and Roxilla. Stupid me. Oh, what, my brain's gone. Too much staring at screens all day and chatting nonsense. Did do his quickest lap last time round. Did Star Group with the 2:02.4. Good showing this for the Black Flag Racing guys in P9 and P5. As we see, Rose is passing Welshie again. And we've got 32 guys with us on stream. Good evening all. So welcome to the final stint of the 12 hours of Bathurst. Has been an interesting event to say the least. David DeVitta giving a big shout out to Roadrunner Jr. saying he's killing it again. Yeah, he is doing an absolutely fantastic job there in P2 with 1 minute and 55 seconds gap between himself and Jaeger. So that's something I'm sure he can control over the 2 hours. Not that we have 2 hours now, we are 20 laps into this for Roadrunner and even more, 21 for our leader R.A. Philo. A 2 minute dead, 0.7 last time round. It's just really the 2 minute deads, apart from lap 19 there with the 2:01. Oh, good showing this from Philo. Let's see how Nicky is doing. It's just had a mention. Who was that mentioned it? That was MRL Shane. Good drive there, sir. And Nick currently smashing the 2 minute deads. The gap down to 1 minute 33 in front of him. He's took another 2 seconds out of Rosie's. But obviously it is a big ask when you are talking a gap of over a minute. Keep going, P7. How far is he in front of Roxilla now? 26 seconds. Roxilla really chucking out some pretty quick times. So we may see that gap come down. Star Group started eating it into that lead again. It's down to 23 seconds, was at 25, so another second gone. So must have been a couple of quick laps there from Star Group. Yeah, a couple of 2:02s, look, 2:02.4 and a 2:02.5 on lap 13. Certainly helping him chip away at the lead anyway. Welshie in P10, but nice big gaps between himself and Toro in P11 now. And Toro with 53 seconds. Advantage over Webson's in P12. Yeah, speedy, I can't really disagree with you there. I think the stints that I've seen, they were very well controlled by MRL. The HM Motorsports, the events that went on there, that was a little bit weird, and then obviously the unfortunate disconnect as well. It's just, yeah, it has been, as I said, an eventful morning. Oh, we'll just have a look at Bert Hoban again in P4 just as he comes into the pits. An early stop for Bert. I'm not sure of the reason for this. Let's get some info up just in case he has got damage. Yes, he has. Front aero and suspension. The Porsche, the victim of that damage again, probably on the downhill sector. It does seem to suffer, but when he have got 5 minutes over P5, it's not really an issue having to make another stop. I think the gap between himself and Jaeger would have been too much anyway. And again, we see that wild pit exit while it's in auto drive. Oh, and Philo with a 1 second penalty there. R.A. Nick has since set the fastest lap with a 2 minute dead, 0.257. In P6, what's he got the gap down to now? It's another second, 2 seconds out of the lead of Roses. time gap down to 1 minute and 31 seconds now. Yes, it shouldn't be long before the headlights do go on. It is starting to get a little bit dark. But being 1 times, will they quite make it? I think they should, shouldn't they, just about? As who's that we can see in front? It is the Porsche, so it will be Kiko, I believe. What's happened there? Roxilla's caught and passed Kiko. Kiko has pitted last time round. Can we get any of that back? Let's have a look. No, we have missed it. The move may have happened in the pits. But this changes everything. As we see Kiko in the pits again. Oh, he's just doing that 1 lap on mediums and getting him off. Is that a good move? I have no idea. If you don't like him, then I'm sure it is. Nick taking another second out of Roses. Roses must be setting some pretty good times. Yeah, he is in the 201s, low 201s as well. If it wasn't Roses in front of Nick, that gap would be coming down pretty rapidly. But Hobart in P4 made that stop. So we'll look at Jaeger in P3. We've not looked at him for a while. So these guys have driven a really good race. It was a good qualifying from Speedy. What a bad start, put them down the order, and they've made their way back up to P3. Team Full Send all come together and done a great job today. You pay in the last stint, excellent job. Just a solid team effort. Only 5 minutes behind the leader. I know that sounds a lot, but over 12 hours, it's still quite impressive. Roadrunner only 3 minutes and 45 seconds behind Philo. As we do approach the 11th hour, the end of the 11th hour, and into the 12th. Oh, sorry, no, it is the end of the 10th, isn't it, and into the 11th. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me there? It has been a long day. There we can see Roxilla and Nick. They are next to each other on track. In reality, there is a lap or so difference between them. Maybe more. It's 15 minutes from Nick to the leader, and what's Roxilla have 17 minutes. So yeah, it is exactly 1 lap. Not quite sure what the gap is between Nick and Rosie's now. That 1 minute and 29, so that's another couple of seconds. Nick has chipped away. Star Group still 21 seconds behind Roxilla and 15 seconds ahead of Kiko. Has dropped down to P9 after his 2 pit stops. Is he going to try and drive to the end? which is possible. We have seen people going well into the 30 lap mark on one set of tyres and fuel. Trying to think who it was on stint 3 that did it in the Aston and went for about 35 laps. On the softs, as Philo now sets the fastest lap, takes it away from Nick, the 2-minute dead point 1. Done on lap 24, and then on lap 25 he does another 2-minute point 1. So yes, Philo fully in the zone now. We thought he might take it a little bit easier with that 3-minute 50-second lead, but no. He is still kicking on, but Road Runner doing a fantastic job there in P2. And Yaga in P3. Tobin in P4 after his most recent stop has dropped 9 minutes and 16 seconds behind the lead. But still a fantastic job because he has still got 4 minutes over Roses, who has lost another second to Nick. But it is only a second. He's still got 90 of them that he can afford to lose. Nick again on a personal best lap. Just going to leave you here for 2 seconds. As we can see, Nick still chipping away at that lead. Oh, well, flick further on down the order, Roxilla in P7. It's got 17 seconds now over Star Group, so Star Group took a big chunk of time out of there. That probably due to that 2:04.4 he did on lap 19. Whereas Star Group running in the low 2:01s, low to mids. But he has got 33 seconds in hand over P9 Kiko, who has done that double stop, and then a 2:14 second lap there. What? I don't know, because that's just changed to a 2:06, so I have no idea what is going on here. He does have front end damage there. Another 911 RSR that does seem to have suffered front suspension and aero damage. Probably the same section as well, the downhill biting that Porsche in the ass, which seems to be the case. Toro giving him the hurry up there as Philo coming up behind him as well. Toro trying to unlap himself, I think. That damaged Porsche really costed him time, and he catches the inside of the corner there. As we go through the cut-in. Philo trying to flash Kiko out of the way. Kiko does move across and then comes back. Is Philo going to get a penalty for that? I would imagine he would. There we go, his hand was kind of forced. No, he has got away with that one. But there's an escape road there for a reason, and Philo used it to escape. An escape incident, that is. It's a slow lap from Philo. He was 4 seconds down on his own lap, which is a 2 minute dead, 0.027 now. Some amazing pace from Philo yet again. I thought he might take it a little bit easier with that cushion, but no. He's obviously comfortable at that pace, and they do say that, don't they? If you do drop off your full pace, it can actually bring in mistakes. Roadrunner in P2 nearly 4 minutes behind now. As Philo has taken another 45 seconds out of Roadrunner Junior this stint. Jaeger in P3, a further 2 minutes back. As we can see, Roadrunner there in the background every now and then. There he is, look. Coming up to lap Jaeger for the second time. Jaeger doing a fantastic job jumping in there after streaming as well today. A couple of slower laps there, look, lap 24 and 25, dropping in the 205s and the 204s. But no damage, which is what we like to see. As we start to see the headlights coming on now. That looking like the Vulcanhurst edition of the M6. With the extra spotlights, I believe. But looking very nice in this low light conditions. And I'm also sure the Black Flag racing cars will start to look really shiny in these low light conditions as the headlights start to bounce off them. Let's have a quick look. We'll have a look at GTSV in P4 with Bert Hoban. Still running in the mid to low 202s, apart from lap 25 there, where he did drop into the 203s. Well, Bert doing a fab job. Looks a lot more relaxed this stint. B5 there, Roses, we can start to see that shiny reflecting rather well. Or the Black Flag Racing Team livery there. And we've got some shout outs for Race Asylum and GTSV. Race Asylum currently in P1 and P7. GTSV in P4. Ready to race in P2. And Full Send in P3. As we've already mentioned, GTSV in P4 and Black Flag Racing in P5. MRL in P6 and Racing Asylum in P7. Black Flag E-Racing in P8 and Kiko there for DC Team Racing in P9 and DC Team in P10 also. Welsh Great in the second of the MRL cars in P11. And last but not least, it's Webson's for the Amigos Racing Team. See, I've even memorised the team names this time. See, I'm on it like a tramp on chips. You know, with a 201 last time round, and that was with coping with traffic. You did do a 205 that lap though, and did have to take the escape road. There we can see him flashing his lights again. Who's that? It looks like the DC Team Racing McLaren. And when I say I've memorised the team names, I haven't memorised that one because I can't pronounce it. It's Toro something mechanics, I don't. But it's definitely a DC Team livery, so it is now the DC Team McLaren. If you haven't watched any of these other streams, I'm sure you've already heard me explain that. But I've also sure you've heard me talk about our appeal. Yeah, here we go again, folks. I'll only mention it once or twice more now. We are obviously raising money for the Turkey and Syria survivors. One of the biggest natural disasters of our time. These guys have lost everything, so if you can donate, the link is at the bottom of the stream, so please do. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. As we can see, I thought the McLaren was going to get out of the way then, but Toro does get out of the way there through the cutting. As we approach Skyline and into the dipper. Oh, Skyline, the S's, and then the dipper. It's one of the greatest sectors of track anywhere in the world. We've had 300 subs. Fab. Also, if you do like my commentary, don't forget to subscribe to the Ponyboy Racing channel. We do have lots of streams for lots of different teams, including MRL, including GTSV, including ESR. And anybody else, if you do need a streamer, don't feel free to contact me. I'll see what I can do. I do struggle with time sometimes, as I am becoming my own worst enemy of not being able to say no to anything. Isn't that right, Mr. T? As you see, Kiko in the pits again, obviously struggling with that damage. Oh, and he's got more damage. He's got rear aero and suspension as well now, so the hill's bitten him again. The mountain not liking the Porsches today. As we do jump back with the leader, who has got Roadrunner there just behind him. Now he's been lapped for the second time. P2 now 2 laps down. That just shows the pace of the Race Asylum guys today. Gecko, Racer, Philo. They've all done an amazing job. Who's the third driver now? I'm trying to think. I can picture the name. Oh, I am going to have a look. Obviously Mr. T at SRT 302. As we see P2 and P3 into the pits. Yeah, you're losing a hell of a lot more fuel than Roadrunner in that BMW. The Lexus seeming particularly frugal with the juice. I'm pretty sure Philo will be bringing it home for you, Mr. T. The gap, a massive 4 minutes and 4 seconds it was. And after that stop, it's only going to have gone up. But Philo is flashing on fuel now, so he will be in a lap or two. And with 35 laps gone, I think he'll be in sooner rather than later. So I think he will jump straight back onto the softs and do the last minute medium stint at the death again. It seems to be the way of the quicker teams. But the pit stop's not too bad round here if you're just jumping in to put tyres on. It only seems around 20 seconds. It's only when you add the fuel it seems to really mess that up. I'm sure they've shortened some of the pit stops in one of the updates recently, because a lot of the pit stops seem to take about a minute. Now they seem to be taking closer to 40 seconds. And we do have Ready to Race Roadrunner joined us, Roadrunner Senior. Good job there earlier, mate, on the mediums. That was a very long stint on the mediums and looked like a handful in that Lexus. And Junior is doing a great job in P2. Them diffusers really do throw me. They do look like they're giving active steering. They're not, it is just an optical illusion. Wouldn't it be good if they did though? That would be cool. A bit like a Tomahawk, isn't it, with all the moving aero. Active aero obviously is banned in most motorsports though, apart from DRS. Let's jump on with Bert Hoban. He's dropped into the very low 202s the last few laps. 2022, 2022, 2021, 2021. Very consistent, very quick. Good job from Bert Hoban and GTSV in P4 at the moment. I think they've still got around 3 or 4 minutes between themselves and By the Roses. 9 minute 28 second gap to the lead, and a 13:48 gap to the lead for Roses. So yeah, just under 4 minutes. That gap down to 1 minute 17 now between Roses and Nick. Just a shame we don't have more time, otherwise I think that would be doable. Nick currently on purple sectors, but it is only through the first sector, which is effectively one corner. I still see a little bit of lag there as we see the it through the corners. Nick has taken nearly 30 seconds out of Roses now. But being half race distance, another 30 seconds is still going to leave him 45 seconds shy. being very economical at the moment. Still a quarter of a tank of fuel left. But obviously he is 15 minutes behind the leader as we see P1 in the pits. Interesting strategy this from Philo. He's put the mediums and not refueled at all. And going out and doing that one lap now, and then he can run to the end on a set of softs. So when Philo does pit at the end of this lap, that will be his final stop. And as long as we don't have any bad luck and disconnections or anything like that, then he should just be able to cruise to victory. And then Mr. T will be able to relax and chill. But yes, very fitting that the Race Asylum car is up there today, as it is the car with the appeals splashed all over it. Obviously we are pushing hard with this appeal today. There won't be one of these every race, I wouldn't have thought, but when it's for a good cause, we don't mind. So far we've raised nearly £70, so if you can possibly reach into your pocket and support the appeal, please do. As we see Philo ditching them mediums, I think Star Group has done something similar because he is in on the mediums, just popping some fuel in. Or is he going for a long stint on the mediums? No, he's done his mediums, he's in and gone. He's done the same thing as Mr. T's team, or Race Asylum. That's what Mr. Philo has done as well. He has come in, put a set of mediums on for one lap, and then gone back out. R.A. Nick in the pits, in P6. Is he going to do something similar, or will he just bang the softs on and go again? Looks like he's banging softs on and going again. And away he goes, comes out just in front of Rockzilla there in P7. Obviously a good way down, 1 minute and 7 seconds, more than that. It's going to be 2 minutes, isn't it, nearly? Between 6 and 7. Yes, it is 2 minutes. Gap back up to 1 minute and 45 seconds between P5 and 6 now. So that stops Kosnick around 30 seconds in total. Star Group was bringing that gap down to Rockzilla, but now he's done them 2 stops. That gap's gone right back up, but Rockzilla's still not stopped, but his tyres looking pretty good and still a good few laps of fuel left. And as he is going so far, into the steel on the softs, I'd be tempted to just pull the mediums on, because obviously when the leader crosses the line for the last time, who is 17 minutes up the road from P7, then that's your last lap as well. So you're not going to have to do a full stint, so yeah, you might lose a second a lap on the tyres, but you've already done 30 laps, and you're only going to be doing another, how many has Philo got to do now? He's got to do another 19 laps. As we do see Roxilla come in, I think I will personally just put the mediums on and run with them till the end. It's still going to be quicker than another stop, surely. But what do I know? I'm only a commentator. As I have just got involved a little bit and put him in timeout. I've never seen driving like that in my life, so to come on here ranting about other people's driving, this is not a daily. This is a league that people have put time and effort into, so to come along and try and ram people off the track and then come and criticise, I don't think is right. So yes, I have put that user on timeout. And I think it was rightfully deserved. I don't think anybody else within the team done anything wrong. So Speed Hunter and MGTK, I am Domi. I've no problem with you guys, but yeah, that's a little bit much for me. We have put a lot of effort into this to be slagged off. So sorry about that, and we shouldn't have any more disturbances for at least a while anyway, and we can concentrate on the racing again. In P2, Roadrunner Jr., you're doing a fantastic job. A bit of a slow lap there on lap 36. Looks like he had a penalty with a 205 and a 206 on the lap previous. As we can see, is that Jaeger coming up behind him to possibly unlap himself? No, we've lost Welshie. We have had another disconnect. The disconnects are so bad today. I have never known them this bad and this often. As you see, Webson's in the pits in P11 with that damage there. Look, front aero and suspension. Just getting his damage fixed and straight back out. Good lad. And was that GTS Vibusol leaving the pits as well? No, I think he was just coming round the corner. I did have a penalty last lap. Must have only been half a second though. It's still a 2.6 there from Bert Hoban. Yes, indeed, Mr. T. A big no. Well, she was doing brilliant there and had provided us with a little bit of entertainment and overtakes in this stint, which there haven't been many of. But what do you expect after 11 and a half hours of racing, guys? Rosie's comfortable in P5, big gap in front, big gap behind, flashing on fuel, will be in the pit soon. The darkness not quite setting in yet, but we can see the sunset reflecting lovely on that super shiny black flag racing car there. And again, thanks for helping out in the last stream then with my good friend Chronic. Or as I referred to him last time, which is what he has repeatedly said it about me. Oh, my special idiot friend. Alrighty, now bringing that gap down a little bit more. It's took another 6 or 7 seconds out of Rosie's. So we'll see what happens when Rosie's pits. It was at 1 minute 15 seconds, I believe, when Nick went in. Obviously, Nick will stop again and have to do that one compulsory lap on mediums. Chronic, my special idiot friend, has given me a few laughs on the chat. Thank you very much. But Rosie's still staying out. He really is exhausting that tank. And that right rear. It is looking pretty worn out now. So he will feel the benefit of that fresh rubber when he does pit. But it's still a quick lapse to a 1.8 last time round. So that low tank paying dividends in the Mercedes. Let's have a look at P8 though, the Black Flag Racing BMW. We haven't seen that much of Star Group for a while. That gap between himself and Roxon at 19 seconds now after the stops. Roxon are keeping pretty consistent pace and making it almost impossible for Star Group to bring that gap down. He has took chunks out of it, but he's doing just enough as we see Toro in the pits again in P10 with more damage. But this will be his last and final stop, I think. Unless he does have to come in for mediums, but didn't he do a double stoppy earlier? I'm losing track of who's done what now. Kiko in P9 in the other DC team car. The remaining Porsche, there was 2 earlier on, and they were P3 and 4 for a long while. And they were having a very good day, and with disconnects and whatever else have you, they have dropped down the order, but it does seem most teams, apart from the teams in P1, 2 and 3, have suffered a disconnect or two today. As you do see, Jaeger side by side with the DC team McLaren. Of Toro. I was trying to think of his name then, it just slipped my mind. And then it came back. We've got a nice little convoy of cars going on here. We have Jaeger at the front, then Toro, and then we have Philo closely followed by Roadrunner Jr. as well. They might not be racing, but it's good to see them all at the track at once, and it looks like they're racing, we can pretend. That's Philo making a move for P2. Gets the move done. Jaeger flashing his hazards to let Philo know he's seen him. I'll have a look at the back of the GTR at the slowly disappearing M6. Absolutely fantastic job by Philo so far today. And Stormfly giving a shout out to Roses. Yes, Rosie's doing a fab job there, mate, in P5 currently. Let's give him a bit more airtime as that shiny really comes to light in the twilight conditions. It'd be nice when we see that glowing with the brakes, if we do get it dark enough in the next 20 minutes or so. How many laps has Philo got left to do? 14 laps now. Indeed, Roadrunner Senior Junior doing a fab job. He is in the middle of this little crazy bunch now, having a bit of fun. This will be nice after going around at the track solo for so many laps. It's always nice to have a little bit of company on track. Jaeger managed to unlap himself, but it looks like Roadrunner's set unlapping him again. Junior doing a fab job there with the Ready to Race team. And Jaeger letting Roadrunner past. Roadrunner giving him a little wiggle of thanks. You can't beat the wiggle of thanks, it's better than a flash. Everyone loves a little twerk here and there. Oh, I see Jaeger going a little bit deep there. Let's get that back on replay just for something to do. Jaeger, I think, a little distracted. And just goes very wide and puts it on the outside just to make sure, I think, that it didn't cause any incident between himself and Toro there. But Toro soon letting him back past as he is a couple of laps down. Then we have Bert Hobart still in P4, still running 202s and 203.8 last time round. So not the best lap, but maybe a little bit of traffic. As he is behind Kiko there in the other Porsche. The Porsche seemingly being one of the cars that has suffered most with the latest polyphony nerve of Bob. It was quite the meta car a few months ago, and it seems to have gone completely the opposite direction now. Good evening, Kilbear. Good to have you back, buddy. Yes, he did get distracted by Roadrunner's twerking, didn't we all? Excellent display of twerkiness there. Yes, Chronic pointing out the recovery of GTSV. It has been phenomenal. Lucas did an absolutely wonderful job in the last stint. And Randy did make up a lot of place as well, even though he did have a few spins. Well, let's face it, everybody that has got to the end of the race, we have still got 11 teams with us. Has done a fantastic job. With all the issues we have had with servers, etc. And the odd vandal. As we see, Webster's getting it all very wrong there, going into the S's and up to the dipper. Rose is one of the few running on his own at the minute. Let's try and find this big group here. And we have got Nick coming up to the back of. Is Roxilla a part of it? No. It is going to be the P3 battle, etc., isn't it? Even though it's not a battle, but we do have a bunch of cars together on track there. There seems to be most of the cars on one half of the track. I see Roadrunner pulling away from Jaeger now, and Jaeger also pulling away from Toro. Toro still doing a good job down there in P10. Kiko in the pits again, with that same front left suspension and front aero damage that the Porsches just seem very prone to, especially this one. It's currently got 1 minute and 34 seconds over Toro, it says, but if he has many more accidents, then he's not going to have 1 minute and 34 seconds, is he? So it will be interesting to see. Can Toro bring that gap down to his teammate? Philo now on lap 46, 12 laps to go after this one. And fastest lap of the race so far, well, of the stint so far, with the 1:59.9. I think he has also got the fastest lap of the day with a 1:59.6. I don't think I've seen anybody go quicker. I could be wrong though. Watch Philo one more time. 10 more laps to go. 1 hour 40 into stint 6. Can Philo bring it home for the Race Asylum team? Mr. T certainly hopes so. P2 Roadrunner Jr. with the hunting pack behind him, including R.A. Nick there. Let's have a look at Nick in P6, who has now set... Oh, he did set the fastest lap of the race with a 1:59.8, and then Philo went quicker with a 1:59.6. Amazing job there by Philo and Nick. Ridiculous pace by these two. Bites the Roses only 26 seconds in front of Nick now after his stop. But has he jumped on the mediums? No, he hasn't. And we do have a yellow flag. I'm not sure who that's for. It is for the other black flag racing car of Star Group, I think. Going very slowly through the S's. Let's have a look. Has he got any damage? Yes. Flat front aero and suspension damage yet again. Has struck one more victim of the mountain. Oh, and that gap between Roxilla and Star Group had come down, but it is creeping back up again slowly as my special idiot friend joins the room and cracks open a beer. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, buddy. So, you still talking nonsense?
Absolutely non-stop. Have we had Randy Moore join us on the stream? Good evening, Randy. How are you, buddy? Probably still a bit dizzy from all them spins, but who knows? Still a good job there and a good recovery with GTSV. Still currently rocking it in P4.
Did something change in the top? No, everything's still the same.
Yeah, absolutely nothing has changed. The only thing that we may have going on, and we've still got a good gap to bring down, but R.A. Nick closing the gap down to Bottom Rose is down to 27 seconds now from 1 minute and 45 at the start of the stint.
Okay.
And considering Rosie's has been running around in the 201s, but Rosie's has done the double stop. He has put his mediums on, done the one lap and gone in. So there isn't actually a battle here. It was all a lie.
As I see, everyone is on their own island.
Oh, Randy Moore is happy. That's good to hear. I'm sure he's happy that you boys are up to P4.
They did a great job recovering that.
Yes, unlike Geronimo to have such a bad sector, he is a great driver and a great guy with it.
Yeah, we need to kick him out. Oh, that was not what you meant. Okay, I got it. We're doing the family thing. Okay.
Nice seeing P2 and P3 running around together, with Nick tagging in as well. This could slow Nick's progression down somewhat though, but he will make his way past these guys. But he has got to literally unlap himself, which is one of them things that's hard to do, because you got to kind of make it as a pass, because they don't have to let you pass. They're a lap in front.
Yeah, the top guys are really flying today. Nothing stopping them guys.
That lap from Philo, absolutely unreal. A 1:59.646 when he has got a 5-minute lead. I mean, it's completely unnecessary. And he's done 3 1:59s this stint.
Okay.
Like I have mentioned earlier on in the day, Philo, the first real alien that I did come across. He was so much quicker than everybody else.
Yeah, he's got a very strong pace. Strong drivers throughout the field.
I do know he's quite heavily educated in the autosport industry as well. He did do a degree in like suspension and tuning and things like that, if I remember correctly. It was like car physics kind of thing.
Okay.
So he does know a thing or two about tuning a car as well.
Yeah, and then you come to GT7, and it's nothing anymore. All your knowledge.
Just stick the
gone.
front end right up in the air. That worked.
All your
An extra
knowledge.
400 horsepower. Yep.
Out of the window. Hasta la vista, baby. Too bad I don't see the lap times.
P3 going good, yes, Jaeger is going really well. He has got this train of people behind him, including P2 Roadrunner Jr. and RA Nick. But they need to unlap themselves. Well, actually, he did. Roadrunner Jr. was in front. Roadrunner letting Nick past, he just wants to get it home. He knows he's got the gap between himself and P3 Jaeger of the lap. So we can just let Jaeger go now, really. So the full Sen team doing a good job in P3.
Excellent all day, top 3 guys. Really rocking it.
What is the gap between Roses and RA Nick now? It is down to 24.8 seconds. But with Nick still having to do that lap on mediums.
And Nick has damage.
Does Nick have damage?
Yeah, front damage, suspension damage.
Oh yeah, and he's dropped in the 202s now, but he has got past that whole group as that when it's happened. Let's see how far we can go back. No, he has already got the damage. Can we have a look down the order, please? Yes, of course we can, Dean. We will go from top to bottom in numerical order.
It will cost you. There's a link in the description.
Absolutely. If you can donate, please do for the earthquake appeal for Syria and Turkey. Probably will be the last time we mention it, as we only have another 6 laps to go for the leader. A Philo for the Race Asylum team, as the sun has now pretty much gone. P2 they're ready to race with the Roadrunners, lots of R's. Roadrunner Senior and Roadrunner Junior in P2. Then we have Jaeger for the full Sen team in P3.
P8 chasing him.
P4, GTSV and Bert Hoban.
Oh yeah. Come on, Bert.
Alright. P5, Bite the Roses, and the first of the Black Flag Racing guys. And P6, RA Nick with his damage. But still pulling away from the guys behind him. What a machine.
Well, he's one part of the organization, so he's got a good cheat code.
Yeah, absolutely. He has got a very good cheat code indeed. P7, we have Rockzilla for the second of the Race Asylum teams.
Steady pace.
Good recovery there, because he was right at the back of the grid at the end of the first stint. And he's now got a 46-second lead over P8, which is the second of the Black Flag E-Racing guys in the BMW M6. Our friend there, Star Groups. 46, obviously a Valentino Rossi fan there as well.
Oh boy.
Chronic won't approve.
Don't get me started, please. This is not the place, not the time.
He is a Stoner fan, and I don't mean the bike rider.
Yes, he is. Everything what's compared to Stoner. That's me. Name says it all. P9.
P9, Kiko Al Rapido there for the first of the DC team. The remaining Porsche, we did have 2 earlier on, but we did have 2 disconnects with them. 1 during the race, 2 before the race, I think.
It's this family of Belgium Kiki?
I don't know, you'll have to ask him. He's got Kiki and Kiko. Perhaps he's his long lost cousin, I don't know.
He don't know with all the genders. So, question to the organization: are there any penalties live, or are all penalties served?
I think there will be a few. Some will have to be looked at properly. As we do see Toro in P10 for the second of the DC teams, the second remaining one in the McLaren.
Oh, with a penalty.
Yes, 1.5 seconds. I think he's on a controller as well, as I can see his lights flashing away like a good one through the S's and down the dipper.
Lost a lot of time. Last time around was 2:21.
Yeah, possibly an incident there. So I don't think he's been in the pits. His tyres look more than a lap or two old. And last but not least, P11. We have ART Websons. We did lose Welshie in the second MRL car earlier. That's the second disconnect today for the MRL2 team.
Who's the guy in the pit?
And that is Mr. T, who is our host. Sitting there in his Loctite R34. He hasn't moved. I bet his arse is really aching. But nice to have a look at the R34 briefly. Meanwhile, back at the front, only 4 laps to go after this one for our race leader, R.A. Philo, and the Race Asylum team.
Gonna make a move on Roxilla. Roxilla is on the end of the straight. Philo is coming down the end of the straight.
Drop back into the 2 minutes mark now. Stop trying to be silly and do the 1:59s. He knows he pretty much has got the fastest lap in the bank. Especially if he knows Nick has got damage.
B7 hitting the pit wall, entering the pit.
Let's get that back on replay then, shall we?
Yeah,
I don't mean to be mean, but yeah, let's do it anyway.
That's just how we are. Come on.
I don't mean to be mean, it's just in my nature. I'm going to say. Oh, he gets a lot of grass on the way in, and oh, it's back end damage.
All the kids are to bed now, so.
Well, I'm still here.
Yeah, but you're English. That's different. And Nick gets a little bit of company from P8, closing the gap, I think. I don't see the times, but I think
17.1 seconds behind to Rockzilla is P8.
Okay.
So the battle between him and Nick isn't really a battle, because I think Nick has got a lap or so.
Yeah, 2 laps. Roadrunner still chasing P3.
Right up behind Jaeger now, though.
Yeah.
As we do see one of the Black Flag Racing guys in front. I think it is the BMW of Style Group.
Yeah, number 8, sorry. Getting the blue flag. And Roadrunner is hitting the wall slightly.
Great to see them headlights around in the graphics of this game. It can look fantastic at times still.
Yeah.
Which makes you appreciate the game for a second. As we see Roadrunner pick up a second penalty there.
If you don't play the game and you look at it, it's awesome.
He's got his hazards on as he's about to serve the penalty, giving it a little wiggle to warm his tyres before he serves it. Nicely done. And as Killbear pointed out, he's still here as well, so another child that hasn't gone to bed yet.
I think a lot of guys at GTS feel here, so.
Well, if you are, like and subscribe to the channel, guys, and my own, if you are thinking about doing anything like that. And don't forget, if you have got an extra 50 pence, £1, £2, £10, £5, don't forget to give to the cause. for the Syria and Turkish earthquake survivors.
Don't laugh at it, Richard.
I'm not laughing at them, I'm just laughing at the amount of times I've said that today.
Sound like a freaking radio broadcaster.
I'll take that as a compliment, thank you.
You know, for me, you are the BBC sport guy that I hear on television. So. BBC.
GCSV is kindergarten, apparently.
Yeah, I am the kindergarten cop.
Yeah, they don't like sharing there, I do have noticed that. Right, if you guys could just excuse me for 2 seconds, I'm going to grab myself one last beer for the final few laps. We will jump to the leader to see how many laps he has got left. He's got 2 left. I am not going to get it.
So
yeah, we
all you have to be really fast.
I'm always fast when it comes to beer.
Yeah, that's what she said. So, Philo, 2 more laps to go. And then we are at the end of this show. There is no more stint after this one, so he is bringing it home. And they did an excellent job from beginning till the end. Keep it on track now. 2 more laps.
Yes, they have had a little bit of luck on their side, but they have also had the speed and ability.
Yeah, great team, great drivers in it.
Oh, look at that last lap at 2:01. Look at all them zeros. 2:01.000.
There are no Geronimos in there.
Oh, poor Geronimo, he does not deserve that.
Nah, I'm just joking.
You're mean. You are mean.
P3 going to the pits.
He will be going in for that mediums, I
getting
think.
his mediums.
And we still have 34 people with us on stream. Good evening, guys, and thanks for tuning in. We do appreciate all of your support.
Richard, isn't that ironic? You tell your kids not to stare at their phone so much, and then here you go, you are looking 12 hours at your phone. Oh, and Philo is having a moment there. If you could get that back in replay, he's very lucky.
I have put the marker in, so let's have a look at that for P1. We don't want to be doing this at this point of the race. Oh, dancing over the grass.
Oh, he was very lucky now. He is way in front, giving it a little show as well.
Thank you for the entertainment, Philo.
Make sure you don't get a penalty for weaving. That would be hilarious.
And coming up to start his final lap now. Coming through the Murray corner for the penultimate time.
Yeah, very good one. Very good race.
And another 2:01 that time round, and that's with that big slide. He did have a big moment earlier, did Philo, when he was lapping somebody, and it looked like they went one way to go past, and he went to go that way and then moved back, and he had to swerve the other way and take the escape road on the hill down the road. It was a little bit of a twitchy moment for Philo, I imagine.
Yeah, and with it, it's a little bit hard to stream on your phone while looking at TV, so what phone it is. Where is Big Bird? Basta.
In P4.
Still in P4.
5 laps behind the leader.
Great job, great job. I will give the guys a lollipop.
Absolutely, they definitely deserve one.
Tap on the shoulder, kick in the butt.
But as we see Philo go through the S's for the last time,
Yeah.
and into the dipper. Through Forest Elbow onto Conrod Straight for the last time to make his way up to the chase.
And then this was it.
That will be it. Anybody to cross the line after that will be finishing, so If you could kind of see who's coming along next, that'd be fantastic.
Of course, mate. Why am I in here, you think?
To make me look good? I don't know.
No comments. So, great racing by Philo and his team. They did very well. Take it home, Richard.
Fantastic job there. R.A. Philo taking it for the Race Asylum guys in P1 and gets it all a little sideways across the line for a little bit of entertainment. Who will be next to cross the line? They're just coming through the chase now.
P5.
P5 it will be for By the Roses. Nick only 7.5 seconds behind now.
Yeah.
Because Rosie's got damage.
Then we got P7, Roxilla. Right behind him is P6.
There we have Roxilla. Good job for the second Race Asylum team. And P6, R.A. Nick for the MRL team.
Then we got P8, Starkwood coming in. Great racing, guys.
Yes, well done, a star group for the Black Flag Racing team in the BMW M6 there. Great to see them extra shiny cars at night.
Yeah. Next up will be P3. Congrats, guys, for the last podium spot. You guys did well.
Yes, well done, Full Send. Well done, Jaeger. Thanks for the stream as well. Fantastic job, buddy. And then I think we'll have P2 behind him, won't we? Is it P2?
P10.
P10. Oh, and there we go. The DC team, McLaren now. And Toro. Good drive, guys. All the way to the end. 12 hours done. Well deserved.
And then we will have number
P2.
2, Roadrunner. Yeah, Roadrunner
P2
coming up.
and P something else.
And
the
he
Porsche.
did a great job on second position.
Oh, that looked fantastic.
Yeah, that
Roadrunner
looked great.
coming across the line then with the flames.
Full flames.
And congratulations to Kiko's. He got across the line again. Oh, it must have been Bert. We missed Bert finishing.
Yeah, Bert was on the same as Roadrunner. He was in front of Roadrunner.
Yeah, I saw a Porsche and I just instantly thought it wasn't. It wasn't Bert. I thought it was P9.
And then we got Kiko.
Kiko is just
Kiko
finished.
yep. And then the last one
Is Websums for the Amigos Racing team. Kiko, we will mention the DC team again. Thanks, guys, for entering 3 teams from them. Unfortunately, only 2 did finish, but thank you for all your efforts.
Everyone is in. This was the 12 hours of Bathurst.
Congratulations to Race Asylum. And Ready to Race and Full Send for the podium. Also GTSV in 4th.
Yeah, still did a great job.
Black Flag Racing, P5 and P8. MRL, P6 and Welshie disconnecting yet again after making some good progress. The second of the Race Asylum teams. And who have I missed? Obviously the other Black Flag team. And yeah, thanks everybody. That was
also thanks for thanks for the organization to organize this. All streamers, everyone that was helping out. Thank you guys.
Yes, and all you racers. And all you viewers as well. And so don't forget the appeal. We will be back for the next ERF event. I think it's next month. But yes, we'll keep you informed. So we'll see you then. And thanks for joining.
It was a pleasure, Mr. T.
And we'll see you at the next one. Thank you for your help, Chronic.
No problem.
This is me, your friendly neighbourhood Ponyboy, signing out.
Peace out, brother.